What up, YouTube? It's your boy Darius. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. Now, I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to your boy. Leave a like if you guys have any recommendations. Leave it in the comment section and get to it as soon as possible. We're about to do right now. I react to "I Was Wrong Again" by JxmyHighroller. Yep, Jimmy, you're wrong. You had the Celtics win the championship this year. So did I. I actually had the Celtics. Well, at the very least, I had the Celtics make it all the way to the finals against the Denver Nuggets. If you guys have watched my prediction, video, you guys will know that I predicted the Nuggets and the Celtics make it in the finals, and I had the Celtics beating the Nuggets in Game 6. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen. But hey, that's why they call it prediction. But JxmyHighroller, he had the Celtics going all the way. He had them win the championship, but he was wrong as well. So blah blah blah. Let's see how he was wrong.
In the world of sports, anything can happen.
Yes,
I
it can.
remember when this shot went in and thinking in that moment, I just witnessed history.
I did too. I was in Vegas. After I graduated from UCLA. I was in Vegas too, and we were all like swimming in the pool, and we were all watching the game like inside the gym, right by the pool. And we were watching the game. We saw that shot. It was like, whoa! And from that point on, I actually knew that Miami Heat was gonna win. LeBron James needs to thank Ray Allen for saving his ass and saving his legacy.
Entire basketball world standing still for what felt like an eternity.
This game I didn't watch live, but I did watch the highlight. I thought that was amazing.
Falling in and causing a chain reaction of events that would change the course of the NBA. Or the exact moment we all knew a 3-1 comeback in the finals was brewing. When we knew something big was going to happen, and we would all be there to witness it. But despite all the seemingly impossible feats that we've seen take place, of all the improbable comebacks and
I love that Derrick
stories,
shot.
there is still one endeavor throughout NBA history that has yet to be accomplished.
What's that?
The 0-3 comeback. A deficit that 151 different teams have found themselves in. And none of them managed to pull off.
The Lakers couldn't pull it off. They got swept. I'm still shocked about that. And the Celtics almost pulled it off. The Celtics, I was hoping, I was rooting, I was praying that the Celtics would pull it off. But they did it.
Including the team that I bet on.
Yep.
The Heat are
going.
Today's video is
alright, gotta make your money, JxmyHighroller. Nothing but respect, man. Gotta make your money, man. Right here.
After falling to 0-3 in the Eastern Conference Finals against Miami, the Boston Celtics were given a 12.5% chance of winning the series. Odds that seemed unrealistically high considering no team has ever pulled off the dreaded 0-3 comeback.
No one.
After rallying together and rattling off 3 of the most important wins of their season.
They did, especially that Game 6 when, what's his name, Derrick Williams, the dude with the messed up hair, hit that shot.
With an
not that shot, but a layup.
To make history. Coming off of one of the most improbable last-second
buzzer beaters to
win Game 6.
That was like one of the best shots right there.
The Heat were deflated. Everything was in Boston's favor.
Yes.
The playoff prediction had somehow been resurrected.
Mine too.
Was still alive. And
yes.
So what did the Celtics do?
They fucking choked. Like as if they were playing against Reggie Miller. They choked. You might as well just have Roddy Piper put the Celtics in the chokehold because they choked so bad.
They put together one of the most piss-poor Game 7
performances
I've ever seen in my life.
And I called my brother after this because he's a Celtics fan.
Jaylen Brown's name on this channel again? Do not wonder why. Here's an idea. Learn how to dribble a basketball and stop shooting threes.
Yes!
I would give Jason Tatum a pass for his Game 7 performance since he was playing on a bum ankle.
That's true, he did.
He didn't shoot 2 for 18 from 3 in his last 3 games. 11% from 3 in consecutive playoff elimination games.
See that? I knew something like this was going to happen, though. I'm sorry for pausing. I knew something... Because the Celtics have been way inconsistent for one thing, and two, they rely too much on threes. That would blow their chance for championship last year against the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? If they would have focused more on the fundamental like the Nuggets are doing, then they would have been in the NBA Finals. But I
hit a shot. And don't even get me started on Caleb first-team All-NBA Martin. God forbid he just plays like a normal player against the team that I bet on. No, he has to morph into a human flamethrower for 7 games.
Every basketball player had that one game.
Boston fans are left after this monstrosity. Have y'all seen Caleb's splits from the Eastern Conference Finals? 19 points per game, 60% from the field, and 49% from three. That's 7.
And that's crazy because his twin brother played for the Hornets too. I actually know that because I was playing with the Hornets, my team on NBA 2K. But wow. Hey, he went undrafted too. So to make it to the NBA final before his twin brother, that's something.
4% true shooting percentage for the series. The man makes $6 million a year and outplayed Mr. $100 million contract second team All-NBA Jalen Dribble off my.
And they both still make more money than I do.
But Brown, I am sick to my stomach. But I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, you do.
The Miami Heat are tough.
They are
a great team with a bunch of guys ready and willing to do whatever it takes to win. There's no ego. There's no drama. It's just great basketball.
And the great thing about the Miami Heat team, and I will give credit where credit is due, they're coachable. A lot of teams nowadays are not coachable. A lot of them had their big ego because they make it like they make it so much money, way more money than they deserve. You, if I tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying. A lot of teams, but Miami Heat team, they're coachable. You know what I'm saying. And Jimmy Butler, even though he does have an ego, you know what I'm saying, he willing to listen to Eric. What's his last name? But he willing to listen to the coach. You know what I'm saying, and make what the best adjustment for the team. And that's why Miami Heat having a successful playoff run.
To go.
So far.
I said that as sports fans, we love the underdog story, despite the
fact
I do, but
I just can't stand Jimmy Butler.
Well, it just did. Because the Miami Heat are just the second 8 seed in
NBA
they are.
History to make the Knicks, 1999.
The last team to pull this off were the New York Knicks in the lockout season of 1999. But what the Heat have done this postseason has actually never been done before. Because the worst regular season team to ever make the finals in the modern NBA were the 1981 Houston Rockets, who somehow made the finals despite having a losing record in the regular season. But
1981, that's the one with Moses Malone.
This year's Heat team is the first team since the 1959 Minneapolis Lakers to make the finals while carrying a negative point differential throughout the regular season.
Wow.
Which means the Heat were essentially a below average team that somehow made it to the NBA Finals.
I see that no one saw it coming. Like, unless you're a diehard Miami Heat fan, I don't think even a diehard Miami Heat fan saw that they were going to make it all the way to the final. I know I didn't. No one picked Miami Heat to make it to the finals. They picked the Bucks. They picked the 76ers. They might even pick the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But no one picked the Miami Heat to make it all the way to the finals.
Absolutely no business even leaving a mark on the postseason, managed to make it to the final stage just 4 wins away from an NBA title.
Yeah.
Well, I want to take a moment to touch on a subject that I don't think gets talked about enough.
What's that?
The alpha. You know how in modern NBA discourse, whenever anyone brings up Mamba mentality, they're laughed at and dismissed like whatever they're referring to doesn't actually exist, or that it's even a misconception of some sort. To this day, especially older fans of the game will talk about how the greatest players of all time had the, don't make me say it, killer mentality. Over the years, this was a critical talking point among NBA fans on why some players found success in defining moments while others continued to fall short. This narrative in particular began to lose its credibility sometime over the last half-decade or so, as any player who didn't win a title was labeled as soft or lacking the killer mentality, despite there being about a million other factors that were failed to be considered.
That's true too, you know what I'm saying? Because Charles Barkley is what you consider an alpha male, or the guy with the killer mentality. He just lost to the freaking Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Clyde Drexler is the one who had the killer mentality. He lost to the Chicago Bulls as well. Who else? Karl Malone is what you consider have an alpha mentality. They lost to the Chicago Bulls. Or even Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson definitely had the killer mentality. He just lost to Kobe. And Shaq.
What grit and determination and integrity And this,
but some people, you know, they have a killer mentality.
Dismissive of for years can do for a player.
Like I don't think KD. You know, I think KD is one of the best players. Like, you know, like skillful wise. But as far as killer mentality, I don't think he know, like he that guy who had that killer mentality, and that's okay. That's okay. Not everyone is meant to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry is a great leader. Tim Duncan, you know, even though I'm not a fan of Tim Duncan, he's a great leader. Kobe Bryant is a great leader. Even LeBron is a great leader. Kevin Durant, not really. You get what I'm saying?
Team. Is Jimmy Butler more talented than Jason Tatum?
Not
no.
really.
And it's not particularly close. Is Caleb Martin nearly as talented as Jaylen Brown?
Nope.
Well, after this last series, I'd sure as hell say so. But really, no. Jaylen is the far more talented player.
Yeah.
Should Gabe Vincent and Max Strus be starting throughout an entire conference finals series? Well, if talent was the deciding factor, then no. But it's not. When you've got a leader who is willing to do whatever it takes to win and makes no excuses, rises to the occasion, and has the guts, the audacity to take
that part irritating me.
That mindset becomes contagious. Slowly, everyone on your team begins to believe, even if it's irrational, that they too are capable of anything.
Yep.
One of the reasons why I have Kobe Bryant ranked so high among my all-time greatest players.
Same here. I have my number 4. I actually put Kobe ahead of LeBron. I don't care.
Among other reasons, was his attitude towards the game.
Yeah.
His fearless approach to whatever or whoever stood in his way was at times a fault, sure, but it was always daring and unashamed. Kobe missed a lot of shots.
Yes, he did.
One thing he never did was be afraid to take them. Not
exactly.
even for a moment in his entire career did he ever doubt himself. Kobe, similar to Michael Jordan and what we're seeing in Jimmy Butler, was the alpha of all alphas.
That's true.
If they were on your team, winning was not guaranteed. But one thing that was certain was that if they're going down swinging. What I saw from the Celtics, and even on a larger scale throughout the league, is almost some sort of mass extinction of the killer mentality.
That's true.
We always talk about talent and potential and skill sets, who can get a bucket, but what about the guy who refuses to lose? How many of those guys exist in today's NBA?
I think Eddie Edwards is probably the one of the newer guys who have that killer mentality. I think he's probably one of the guys who wants to win as well. That's why I have a high opinion on Anthony Edwards. But sure, will it happen? We'll see.
But is he truly willing to go to hell and back to win?
I think Jason Tatum is. I'm not sure about Jaylen Brown, but whatever.
Who possesses an unshakable will to win at all costs. A killer mentality is not just some sort of myth built up on nostalgia or personal bias or narrative. It is a real, tangible
Look at Michael Jordan. He took it personal.
Isn't nearly the best player in the NBA, and yet we can't help but to see shades of Michael Jordan in him when he's on the court. It's not because he's an era-defining talent. It's not because he can defy gravity or inspire an entire generation. It's because he's a winner, a leader, the bedrock of what every championship.
And that's why he went to the finals.
Every word
2 times out of 3 years.
Mouth. He doesn't make excuses.
Nope.
He leads by example, and he will do anything to win. And this isn't just some reactionary take on the outcome of these games. Even if the Celtics won this series against the Heat, I still think the vastly talented duo of Tatum and Brown, like many other players, would have accomplished it off of sheer talent and possibly execution. But what happens when the shots stop falling? What happens when the defense figures you out and your bag isn't enough? What happens when it gets quiet and everyone's looking at you, waiting for an answer?
That's a good question.
Whenever a player or a team wins, the reaction is always the same. Excitement, joy, relief. But you might find out a lot more by paying attention to how a player reacts when they lose. You can't fake this. Are they genuinely upset? Are they bent on getting better, being the best?
He is too,
sure,
Williams.
There's not a single player who takes joy in losing, but what about the player who is tormented by loss?
Like Michael Jordan.
If a player lacks this quality, I'm not
like
sure.
Tim Duncan don't even have a reaction. It's like, oh, I lost. Okay. Kobe would have been furious.
Will simply fill the gap. I don't know. There's just something about a player who cannot accept losing. You know it when you see it. And you sure as hell know it when you don't.
Look at LeBron.
Either that, or I'm just mad that the team that I bet on fell short of a championship for the second season in a row.
Same here. Same here. I'm still mad at that too.
I hate the Celtics.
Don't tell my brother that. But with that, man, you know, the Celtics were a great disappointment. And that's all I can say about that. What you got to think of this video? Let me know. Come down below. Leave a like, subscribe to you, boy. You can check my previous video down here. Peace, love, rock.